Hey guys, thanks for stopping by to see what I am up to today. Today I woke up late, but it didn't matter because I don't have to go to work today. I've got things to study, but this is my day off. So I can either sit at home, watch TV, or I'm in a new place, a new state, plenty of parks around. I mean, if you put the map up, you throw a dart, you're going to hit a POTA park. So watch TV or play radio. Hey Warren, play that guitar while we figure this out. Before I get started with telling you about the activation, I want to tell you about the place that I activated. I went to Crowder's Mountain State Park in North Carolina, and I used the Sparrow Springs access. Standard park hours, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and it's really an educational facility as well as having camping and hiking. And it's well appointed, plenty of signs tell you what the rules are, where you're going to want to go. And there were a lot of people there. And they keep it up pretty good, so donations are definitely accepted. Part of the mountain, and therefore part of the park, used to belong to the Brevards of Crowder's Mountain. The Brevard family once owned the land that now contains the park campgrounds. Jacob and Rebecca Brevard were born slaves, but worked hard to become some of the early African American Cherokee Indian landowners in Gaston County. Life was difficult then, but Mrs. Brevard, a widow, sold china she had collected for an additional 24 acres. Together, Mr. and Mrs. Brevard owned 24 3/4 acres of farmland, where they raised at least 14 children. Besides being a beautiful place that has plenty of hiking, rock climbing, and camping, this used to be an artillery range in World War I, mineral springs, and I think it was also a place where they had institutions of higher education. When you walk in, you're greeted by a diorama of birds, and that's right there in the gift shop. So you're going to see all the local birds, I imagine, and the local wildlife. And then peek around the corner, and you're going to see a little museum. And there were kids in that museum at the point where I went in, and they were studying probably ecology and the history of the place. But it's really a nice educational facility with plenty of dioramas that will teach you about the local flora and fauna and the local animals. One of my viewers pointed out that I should try digital modes, and the thing is, if you look way back, I had a short where I hooked up the Lab 599 with one of my computers, so it's always in my bag. I just always forget. So today I'm going to try to be the good ham lover and not rush for the gravy and take my time. So today I'm going to take my time. I'm going to use FT8. So I am set up with the Hammers app on my tablet, the TX599, talking to my Mac, and we'll see. Right now I'm calling CQ POTA, and we'll see if I get anything. There's my setup. My bag's on the table here. I'm going to start out with a run of RG316. I probably got it on Amazon. I probably called it something else wrong in the past, but I think it's RG316. And it's going out to my G-Gable antenna. This is the latest antenna that I'm trying out in the field. And it's all set up with my banana clip radials. And there are 2 radials on each banana clip, spread out in a radial pattern, and I forgot exactly how long they are, but I do know that I probably got whatever dimension they are from the DX commander himself. And there the whip is fully extended, so I have the whip, the extendable coil, and I've left out that extra section for 80 meters, and it runs back to my operating location with what I say maybe 50 feet of RG313. Today I'm using my favorite portable radio, but I'm not going to initially use it with the bioannual battery that I travel with specifically for that. Today, I am going to hook it up to the VRURC portable battery pack that TO, temporary offline, since he introduced this to me, his sticker is on it. So the VRURC portable battery bank that TO introduced, it's hooked up with the special trigger cable. That trigger cable goes into your standard barrel jack. They're not standard, they're actually two different sizes as far as the pin goes. But let's see how much power the radio is going to get. And right now it seems to be putting out 11.6 volts from that battery pack. 40 meters was a resounding no at this time of day. It's about 4 in the afternoon here on the East Coast. Just about at that point, the activation started going south as far as FT8's concerned. I would transmit, and then on my listening period, I'd hear a transmit signal, and I thought my radio was going nuts. So I unhooked everything and put the bioannual battery back on and moved on to CW. What I didn't realize is that that crazy mystery tone that made me think my radio was going nuts was Dave, Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Alpha Radio, Great American Radio, at another location doing FT8. Well, that FT8 experience was a complete wreck. All my fault, of course. So we're going to go over here to the Hammers app, change my frequency to 14063, and hope that I can do a better job. No guarantees on that either. CW, here we go. And I'm going to go slow today, guys. I've already had one failure. I'm not courting another one. Here we go. Forgive the lack of the QRL question mark there, guys. I had already been listening to 14.063 for quite a while, so I was pretty sure no one was using that frequency. But still, the right thing would have been to send QRL question mark, no doubt. RBN just spotted me again. Okay. Is this frequency in use? Kilo 0 Whiskey Hotel Whiskey.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. Kilo 0 Whiskey Hotel Whiskey.
Parks in the air, parks in the air, parks in the air. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 0 Whiskey Hotel Whiskey in the Crowder's Mountain State Park. CQ.
Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo.
Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo. Thanks for coming back, sir. You are a 5959 into the Crowder's Mountain State Park.
Roger, Roger. You are 5959 plus 60 here in Crowder's Mountain State Park, USL.
Outstanding, outstanding. I'm at 10 watts in the closest picnic area to the main center there. But thanks for coming back to me. I just got to get a few more and I'll finish this log.
Roger, Roger. I've been running FT8. I'm over here at the lake, if you know where that's at, QSL.
Yeah, I think I passed the lake on the way in. I have to wind my way around there, so maybe I'll come down there when I'm done here.
Yeah, I just had another ham radio operator stop in here and talk to me, but thank you for the contact, my friend. I got you in the log, and enjoy your activation, 73.
73, Kilo Oscar 4, GAR. I appreciate your call. QRZ? CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ Parks in the air, parks in the air, parks in the air. This is Kilo 0 Whiskey Hotel Whiskey. CQ.
Kilo 0 Delta Uniform Bravo.
Kilo 0 Delta Uniform Bravo. Thanks for the call. You're 5555 in the Crowder Mountain State Park, sir. Thanks for Minnesota. Thanks for coming back. So you're number 10 in the log. I'll keep going for a little while, but I appreciate your call. Have a good one. 73.
70. CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. Kilo 0 Whiskey Hotel Whiskey.
It was about at that point I realized there wasn't going to be much more in the way of getting CQ contacts in that park that day. So I went down to the lake to meet Dave. David, Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Alpha Radio, Great American Radio, and he was showing me his rig. He's doing FT8. And how many activations have you done here, David?
This is the 90th.
90th. So he's doing FT8 with how many watts?
I'm doing it 20 right now.
20, but how many watts do you normally use?
1 to 5.
1 to 5 watts. So he was just showing me his creation. Let's go over here and take a look at your antenna. All right, tell us about it, David.
Wolf River Coil Mini Coil, 17-foot chameleon whip, junkie tripod, speaker wire radials, cut for each band. I use 4, elevated off the ground.
So with it elevated off the ground, you get consistent SWR wherever you go because you have those cut special, right?
That's right.
Outstanding. And there's no such thing as a junkie tripod. It's a tripod that works, man.
Yeah.
All right. This is ham radio invention happening right here. Take what you got and make it work. That's all for me today, folks. And like I said, take what you got and make it work. And wherever you are, take your ham radio with you, whether in the park, the desert, or near the ocean. Take care of yourself and everything around you and everyone around you. See you next time, guys. Make sure you subscribe. 73.